It's time to flutter about the world of Super Mario 3D Land. Grab your Tanooki suits and glide toward the goal in this awesome Mario adventure. Stay hydrated, people. It's important. I appreciate you. Heart. This game is 9 years old, and every time I play a Nintendo 3DS game that it gets progressively older, I feel older on the inside and the outside. My name is Brian Saviano, aka BricksOBrian. This is Super Mario 3D Land. This is actually a game that I have made previously, or rather played previously. Not a game I've made, because I don't make video games. I just play them and talk about them while I play them. This was actually a game that I got. I had to rebuy it because I can't use the 3DS I had before and got it for free with... Yeah, I can't do that. So I got it as a... No, I didn't get it for free. I got it like 40% off or something like that. It was because I had like a... like Nintendo sometimes gives you a credit when it's your birthday or something like that, and it was a coupon like, hey, you can get this game 40% off, and I'm like, oh, cool. So I got this game, and it's actually incredibly fun, and I got it recently, like a physical copy with the case and everything, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll play this and record this. So yeah, this is another one of those not open world, but it's like a 3D Mario game that isn't quite open world. It's a cool concept for a game in general. Relies a lot on the 3D aspect of the game. So we'll see how far I can get without actually using the 3D, because the way I look at the screen is via not the actual screen down below. It's on the computer, because the way everything is worked out, so you can see kind of things shift. That's in 3D right now. That is not. So in a way also... Can I not move? Can I move? Oh, I have to use a circle pad. Oh, I was too used to using the D-pad. Okay, cool. Because I just played New Super Mario Bros. 2, where you do have to use well, you don't have to use the D-pad, but you can. So, as you may have just seen in the New Super Mario Bros. 2 playthrough, the Tanooki tail makes a return in here, starts technically in this area too, in this game. So... This is a prelude to New Super Mario Bros. Or, no, to Super Mario... What's it called? Super Mario Land something? It's a prelude to that. This kind of 2.5/3D environment sort of a deal. This is kind of where it starts in a way, too. So, yeah, because it's obviously quite a bit of an older game at this point, which is still kind of shocking to me that it's actually this old. It doesn't quite register in my head quite yet. And did I actually die on World 1? I did. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, you really are supposed to use the 3D aspect of the game and, like, search for secret areas with the bottom screen there, but obviously not going to happen with me here. But that's okay. I'll try to find as many secret areas and compartments as I can. You know, you can get through the game without doing any of the 3D stuff, but it totally helps if you do, especially like right here. So like I should look down here to see, like you can kind of see what's different right there, get a little bit of the depth perception. So yeah, let's go through here and over. You know, I am going to look down here actually. I'm going to look for myself. Okay. Wait right there. There we go. And hop right over. Nice. Okay. So yeah, I'll have to, I guess, look down occasionally to see what I'm doing. But, you know, that's fine. So, yeah, I was not big into the 3DS during this time here. And it wasn't until, yeah, I actually got this game. And I'm like, wow, all right, cool. So, that works for me. I need the tail. Because I need to be able to spin that right there with the tail. So this game is actually kind of long, too. There's quite a bit going on with this game. There's 8 worlds, as you may have seen on the title screen there. There's also a whole bunch of secret kind of levels, too. It's kind of weird how much game there actually is in this game. Usually, you know, like we saw last time, there were 6 worlds and then 2 secret worlds. But yeah, for this one here, it's got a bit more to it there. So I ended up getting to the secret areas / additional areas, and then I stopped So I haven't beaten the entire game myself. I've done a good portion of the game. I've gotten to the final boss and done all that, but yeah. So, not quite Cat Mario like we've seen before. Well, I mean, I haven't shown it on camera because I'm actually waiting for Nintendo to come out with a Nintendo Switch port of Super Mario 3D Land, whatever. Yeah, I think it is Super Mario 3D Land. That's the name of it, for sure. So I'm waiting on that. But, it's in that same sort of vein. Nintendo went through this, this era of doing games that have, like, the simplified platforming type elements to it. So that's kind of what this is based off of here. And it's a game that's also designed to be done, like, in super small chunks as well. So it's that similar idea. That's, like, the entire philosophy behind the Nintendo 3DS in general is that. And I feel like I should go down here, because this is not anything that'll result in a bad thing. It's technically a good thing. So there you go. Fun fact for you. A lot of people really admire the Nintendo 3DS in general, in which I do too. But when the Nintendo 3DS first came out, when this game was a thing, back in 2011, this game was actually, one of the few titles that was actually available on the system. And it wasn't a system that many people actually got. A lot of people were actually kind of against the Nintendo 3DS because of a couple of factors. So maybe you don't even know that because it was before you were born, which is kind of crazy to think about. But when the Nintendo 3DS originally launched, I'm just going to get into fun facts about the game, because why not, right? But when it originally launched, it released for $250, which is kind of a lot. That's kind of a lot of money, especially for like a handheld of its kind. So that was a big issue, especially for me way back when, because I obviously wasn't playing video games for a living for all of you. So it's quite a substantial bit of money there. And it wasn't really worth it at the time. You know, there wasn't that many games that were on the system that really justified its existence. And it actually was to the point where they did a price reduction on everything there. And they had like this ambassador program as well. So it originally launched for $250, not many games on it. And also, wait, before I explain that further, 3-star coins in this game per level, and the top of the flagpole being gold also helps with like accomplishing that. So you can see the star that's actually on the level there. So there you go. That's a bit more, like there's a couple of things you can do to really cap off the entire level. So a mystery box, we have to find that thing there. So clearly we have to do this. Okay. And the star coins, I believe, can add up to something eventually. Like you can redeem them. Oh, no. I think we need the star coins to unlock the levels eventually. So the more we get, the better off we're going to be. And oddly enough, the star coins in this game specifically are very easy to find. And I believe I got almost all of them the last time I played through this game. So that is something I will actively search for. It's not going to be too difficult, actually. It should be a fairly easy process overall. But, yeah, so they had an ambassador program where basically Nintendo was like, hey, we will give you a bunch of Nintendo Game Boy Advance games in the quest for you to, get more content out of the Nintendo 3DS. And, yep, that's a lot of coins. That's a lot of coins there. Wow. Okay, cool. That worked out very nicely. So they actually released a bunch of Game Boy Advance games that were for the Virtual Console that never made it to outside of that program. So if you had a Nintendo 3DS back then you got your hands on some pretty cool Game Boy Advance games if that's what you were into. Was not something that I was particularly into, but for those who were Super Nintendo diehard fans at the time that absolutely needed to have the console the second it came out, you know, you got quite a bit out of it. And those games ended up being, they're pretty good. They're not bad games by any sense. I don't know what they are specifically, but I know that they're there. And I don't know what this thing does here, but okay. We will try it and see what happens. There. Oh, I can do the side thing? Oh, okay. I don't remember this, but that's fine. Oh yeah, I'll take that. That's for sure. Now let me run all through here. Yep. Nice. I don't know if there's no, like multiplayer, or rather a, like a score system here, so I don't think that necessarily matters. I'm gonna go for this, and I think it's only 5. Yes, it is 5. Okay, cool. I already missed 1 star medal here. Do I want to try and go and find it? Not really. You don't need every single one. It's just a lot easier. Easier, yes. Just like that. It's a lot easier in this game than other games. So, and the 3D helps. But yeah, let me activate the flower here. Yeah, no, I don't need to go for it. It's fine. Just the OCD getting to me now, because I'm like, I know I've done it before, and I'm gonna try to time it properly. Yes, I did. Look at that. Oh, and I forgot, you lose out on the other medals if you happen to restart. So make sure you don't do that if you're really adamant about getting all the star medals there. You basically have to get all of them in one shot there. So otherwise, that was a pretty short level overall, but that's fine. So, yeah, I didn't end up getting that 3DS. There was actually a time period with that Nintendo 3DS Ambassador program and all that, that you could get the Nintendo 3DS for a cheaper cost and still get those games. So it was a pretty sweet deal that way. And there we need the 3-star medals there to access this world. I think, no, this is an actual world. Okay, cool. I thought it was like a bonus level, but it's not. But I didn't end up getting that either, because I didn't want the Nintendo 3DS at the time. There just wasn't enough games on there that I actually wanted. So now, if you go and look back at all the games the 3DS has, you can get, like, some pretty killer games. And, you know, people are selling them secondhand, and there's plenty of pre-owned shops that sell 3DS games, and you could, like, the 3DS has, like, a pretty stellar library of games. Like, even though this is on the Nintendo 3DS, it's not in high def by any means. I mean, you're watching this video in high definition, but you're not, like, experiencing the game in high definition by any means. So, although you're not doing that, like, it's still fun stuff, you know? And especially if you have, like, kind of the setup that I have here, where you can get, like, games and you can really just put them on the TV and kind of play them on the TV because of the output settings and all that. You can really hook yourself up with a pretty stellar gaming experience overall. So now it's definitely proved to be a very epically stacked console in terms of releases and whatnot. But the Switch is kind of on its way too. You know, I'm trying to think of, like, oh, go that way. Yep, there we go. Cool. Trying to think of, like, what the Switch would be missing in terms of, like, experiences that, like, the 3DS has and whatnot. One of those, I guess, is kind of a 2.5D Zelda, but we do have Link's Awakening, which is kind of in that same vein. Wait, let's go for this. Nope, okay, I guess I'll go for that instead. And no Comet Medal in here. Comet Medal. No Star Medallion there, I should say. There's a couple of things that are missing. There's not a lot of games that are like this on the Nintendo 3DS. So I'm going to wait right here. Yes, there we go. And grab that. Nice. Excelente. And I think I can accidentally fall off of here. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, I missed it at that first shot. Okay. And if you need some more time, yeah, go for it. You'll almost never need to be concerned about the time. Like, I don't think I've ever encountered a situation where the time was an issue, but it just might end up being so for you. And launch me through the sky, we're totally fine. There's not a lot of Mario experiences like this on the Switch, so that's something they could really add on to. It's a more simplified platforming adventure for Mario, but still a fun one in general. And there we go. Like, yeah, every level is supposed to be done in under 4 minutes, which we're clearly, very clearly doing that. So you get the idea. we're technically getting through this whole level quicker than we would in New Super Mario Bros. 2. But that's beside the point there. So we can go into this mushroom hut if we want to, which we will at this point here. But again, there's like a whole other set of levels that you can go through once you defeat, you know, worlds 1 through 8. So we'll see how much of those I'll end up doing. But what do we got here? It's a fire flower, which I didn't even really want, but that's fine. So you should really leave that in case you really need it. And this is really just to showcase the 3D. You can't see it, but it's definitely there. You can see it kind of shift a little bit. But yeah, seeing the 3D for this game in person is really cool. And that was the whole gimmick, obviously, behind the Nintendo 3DS was the 3D aspect of the game. Nothing that people really asked for, nor really wanted once it came out. Everyone was like, yeah, the games on here are fantastic. They don't need to be in 3D. We don't really care. We just care about having this random blue thing destroy me instead of something more formidable. We just care about having good games. So that's pretty much the lesson Nintendo learned from that one there. It's just, yeah, 3D, not as big of a thing. That way, you know, we had the Nintendo 2DS and 2DS XL and all of that. Now that was a smart move, and that was actually, no, that wasn't the first 3DS I got. I did get an original Nintendo 3DS standard. I do prefer the larger screens because I have very big hands, and the small buttons as they are right now are very, very much so fitted for small hands. But, you know, 3DS XL still has the same size buttons and all that. But with the 3DS XL, the screen is bigger. Obviously, the 2DS XL, it's bigger. So I'm actually going to jump through here. Yes. There we go. All the medals right there. I'll take these one up, or that one up as well. Not 3, just 1. But yeah, I got that way back in the day. Actually, I got it with Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I'm surprised I actually didn't fall off the ledge there, funnily enough. Hi, Bowser. Long time no see. It's not like we didn't just defeat you in another game that technically is after this one. So I got that when Animal Crossing New Leaf came out, and that was my first introduction to the 3DS. And I also got it... No, did I get it for Animal Crossing? No. I think I got it for Pokemon. Then I got it for Animal Crossing. You can just skip over Bowser, by the way. He has the Tanooki tail, but you can just kind of skip right by. There you go. That's all. That's all he wrote. He's loser. He's just done. Oh, it's a Goomba with a Tanooki tail that is no longer there. Great. So that's a throwback to the original Super Mario Brothers. Hey man, meow meow. How you doing, man? Good, good? Good, good. So that's cool. And get more time, because why not, right? So that was how I started my 3DS adventure, and obviously, here we go. And I totally missed the top of the flagpole. It was literally right there for the taking. I'm not going to aim to get all the gold flagpoles, but when I can, I can. When I can't, I can't. So there we go. Got quite a few lives that time. Ending off World 1 with 69 coins and probably like 15-ish lives. Save is complete. 13 lives. So next time, I will see you in World 2 for Super Mario 3D. What's the name of this game? It's Super Mario 3D Land? Yes, that's it. Just making sure. Uh-oh. Bowser with the Tanooki tails. How scary. Super duper scary. Oh boy. And it's not just simple, you know, stuff like usual. You know? We have like this weird plain sort of biome. It's not like a sand thing. Anyways, I'll see you again next time for Super Mario 3D Land on the Nintendo 3DS. Peace out. Bye.